Hello, my name is Letisija Moreno. I play the violin and I'm here to celebrate Spain with a Spanish program in Belgrade. And we are having a wonderful time exploring the Spanish language, musical language, the Spanish way to perform, the nuances. It's been a pleasure rehearsing with the orchestra. It's the first time with your orchestra here, and but not the first time in Belgrade, not the first time performing in Belgrade. It's a city that I love its energy. There's some kind of creative energy which I didn't see anywhere else, and I'm really enjoying a lot these days. And what I love most about being a musician is to transform myself into any period of time, into so many different personalities, so many different languages, musical languages, and I love to be versatile. That's how I have the biggest joy of performing. And one of my big passions is to work with living composers, and yeah, this is one of the circumstances where I have most joy with my instrument. And tonight's performance is about Spanish music. It's a Spanish program. Also with French composers, we must understand that there was a lot of exchange and inspiration between these two countries at the time, and probably still today as well. But you know, I'm performing the Sinfonie Españole from Edouard Lalo tonight, and this is one of the first works that symbolizes and you can really touch the great mutual inspiration that Spain was for France, France for Spain, and yeah, that is also one of the languages, musical languages, the Spanish repertoire, where I obviously I feel passionate about it because I come from Spain, but not only the Spanish repertoire, the Iberian repertoire generally. But well, as I said, I love to be versatile and to convert myself into all these different personalities that music allows me. I mean, last week, for example, I was performing in LA with Gustavo Dudamel. We were playing one of my favorite pieces by Astor Piazzolla, The Four Seasons, which I have also performed with so many other friends and musicians. And this is the most recent milestone and highlight, you know, to share this love for Iberian, for Latin American music. And another milestone that comes to my mind is the time that I live recorded the Shostakovich violin concerto, for example, with Yuri Temirkanov and the St. Petersburg Philharmonic in St. Petersburg, where the concerto was premiered. Another milestone that comes to my mind is my first concert with the orchestra. I remember I was 12 years old, playing Beethoven's triple concerto. It was really one of the most memorable, happy experiences in my life, you know, coming for the first time to the stage and seeing how the sound is flying above the orchestra with such a wonderful music as Beethoven's music. And well, there are a couple of dear projects that will be lifelong for me. One of them is my commitment to promoting Iberian music, Spanish and Latin American music. One of the first steps with this was my Spanish Spanish landscapes album by Deutsche Grammophon, edited with Deutsche Grammophon. And here I was basically discovering some of the jewels written for the violin from the Spanish repertoire, and there are many more to come. It's a lifelong commitment, and another lifelong commitment that will be always a milestone in my career is to promote and to be part of the creation of contemporary works. I work alongside many living composers. That was my dream as a child. The latest one of the latest compositions written for me was Aurora by Jimmy Lopez. It's a violin concerto inspired in the different kinds of auroras, the natural phenomenon, aurora borealis, aurora australis, aurora equatorialis. Some of them happen in the Earth and some of them happen in other planets. This was nominated for the Grammys last year. And well, I continue to work with many living composers, and another really dear project for me, which I also hope to commit lifelong to it, is Musicians for UNICEF. This is a concept, a platform where musicians can donate their music, our most powerful asset, to ensure the well-being and to keep the rights, the basic rights for children. One of the biggest gifts is to have good advice from wonderful or wonderful musicians and artists sharing their experiences with one another. And I have been really blessed in my life for having wonderful people contribute to my growth and to my well-being. But also one of the greatest challenges is to never forget to listen to yourself, because everything we need is in ourselves. And this is something that I always share also when I ever give master classes, or you can get a lot of advice and it is all very valuable, but at the end the most important is to listen to your inner voice. And yeah, that's a challenge, but at the same time it's the recipe to solve all challenges. I'm happy to say that I am a living example that it is absolutely possible just to focus not on the gender, but only on the quality and the joy that we have making music on stage, off stage, or even just in general life. I have never, since I was a child, I never really paid attention what kind of gender I was, or what kind of minority I might have been. I just really focused on art making, on enjoying life, and making others enjoy their lives through my joy.